So, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott went on TV this morning, and, well, let's just play it.
President Trump has done something no other president in the history of our country said yes to.
Okay, pause. Tim, so far I'm following. I mean, I can't think of a single other president that has said yes to outrageous gifts from foreign leaders. I definitely can't think of another president that has said yes to pocketing billions of dollars while in office. Senator, back to you. Let's hear your list of firsts.
President Trump has done something no other president in the history of our country said yes to, which is complying to the ethics, strategy, and standard for all elected officials. We've never had a president ever say yes to that.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. Say what again? Now, I mean, if I ticked through every story that has come out about this president's corrupt and all caps, unethical behavior, I'd be stuck in this chair long enough to grow my hair back. Apparently, it isn't only Senator Scott who seems to be lighting up the Fox News green room these days.
I don't care what your name is. If you are committing fraud against the American people, all of us in public leadership should be trying to stop it and try to throw you in prison for enriching yourself off the American taxpayer.
Okay, here's the thing. It's hard enough not to laugh at these two tickleheads. But at the end of the day, the real suffering and real financial strain that everyday Americans are experiencing at the hands of this administration, while Trump and his family only get richer and richer and richer, is not a joke. And this Republican Party, my Republican Party, sure acts like none. They just don't seem to give a damn. So let's talk about it. Joining me now is Congressman Ro Khanna. So, Congressman, I want to start by getting a reaction to those clips because they're just so discordant. They're just so out of touch with what the folks out in the world are experiencing in your district, in my neighborhoods, in places and spaces across the country. How do you see this narrative that these acolytes are going out on behalf of Trump saying, hey, it's all good, house is on fire, but hey, we're good?
I think they need to get out more. I was just 1 week through Pennsylvania, through a lot of the places that Donald Trump won. And what they're saying is, why did he betray us? He's in these foreign wars. Our gas prices are up. Our food prices are up. He's stealing from the American Treasury. I mean, everyone knows that his family is making all this money, and then he's giving tax breaks to the billionaires. And he's done nothing for people's child care, for their grocery bills, for their rents. So the game is up. The emperor has no clothes. We've had kind of the Wizard of Oz moment. Now it's for the Democrats to come in and say, look, we're going to do better. But he's lost the plot. And it's almost embarrassing to see these guys still out there defending him.
So when the part that I found the most striking about what Senator Tim Scott was saying was, this idea of this administration complying to the ethics, strategy, and standards for all elected officials.
I don't know which ones he's talking about. The guy's traded more stocks than the entire Congress put together.
Right.
He has his family business where he's giving chips to the UAE, and in turn, they're investing money into his kids' cryptocurrency that he's just minting money off. He's selling access to his Truth Social post. If you pay $100,000, you get to look at it before the rest of us, and then you can trade on that information. It's an open secret, if you talk to folks in my district in Silicon Valley, that the way to get a meeting with Trump is either to invest in his family business or to invest in some renovation fund for his ballroom. And everyone knows it's pay to play. So it's insulting. It's really insulting to not just admit it. Actually, the irony is Trump kind of is like, yeah, I'm corrupt.
Right.
He's not even, he's less shameless than, these guys are contorting in a pretzel to try to defend him. He's just like, yeah, that's how I do things.
I've been doing this all most of my business career. But it's very clear from the polling that we've seen, and just today, looking at the numbers where this president is standing on average in the main 38% with most voters out there, that they do care a lot about this idea of corruption and the impact that it's having. And one of the things I've stressed in talking to friends like yourself and others on the other side of the aisle is, how do you link that idea of this corruption, which they are resentful of, to the personal economic storyline that these families are feeling every day?
One is fairness. I mean, there's a sense that you're working really hard. You're doing 2 jobs. You can't pay rent. You can't buy a house. You don't know if your kids are going to get education. And then you got a president of the United States who's literally stealing from taxpayers. It's just unfair. We have a sense of fairness in this country. But the other thing is that the affordability crisis is a corruption crisis. Because we have this corruption, we have a president who's given tax breaks to billionaires. We have a president who has gotten us into these foreign wars where defense contractors are making money, but everyone else is paying the price. We have a president who has given a free rein to a lot of his billionaire friends and isn't standing up to protect working class families. So it's the corruption that is linked to why we have an economy that is rigged and only working for his donors.
All right. There he is, Congressman Ro Khanna.
Appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, man. Keep that going out there. And the Americans out there need some help.